Let's get right into this. I don't have any content planned. I wanted to talk about more of the same stuff. But before I get into that, it was an interesting fact that I found yesterday. I Googled it. I was on a computer and I Googled. I went to Google and I wanted to find. So the first thing I think is, so in Canada, when you arrive in Canada, you can be a nobody. You can be a refugee, you can be nobody at all. And you can get a passport in 3 years. Okay, like 90% of people get their passport in 3 years. And you don't even have to live the entire 3 years here. You can live, I think, 2 out of the 3 years. Out of a total of 3 years, you can live here 2 years and still get that citizenship in the third year or in 3 years. So I'm thinking to myself, because I told you, I don't even count Canada as an official country. Like, it's just like an airport that's just an international zone with all the, anyways. So the point is that I wanted to see, and I told you that even the shittiest country in the world will not give you a citizenship in 3 years. So this is what I do. I think, okay, let's think of a foreign country in like a random part of the world, right? That's shitty. I think Thailand. And I go, no, let's think shittier. Vietnam. So Thailand is pretty shitty, but Thailand does have a lot of sex tourism going on, and a lot of bullshit, which makes it, a little bit more money rich. I think about Vietnam, where they had the Vietnam War and how terrible it is. And I went, let's go one step further. Let's go for Laos. Laos is like a part of Orient that nobody even knows. So I'm like, okay, let's pick the shittiest country. So I type in Laos, time to get citizenship. It pops right up at the top when I press enter. And it says, you have to live in Laos for a consecutive 10 years to get the citizenship of the nation of Laos. Okay, the shittiest countries in the world need you to be there for 10 consecutive years. Okay, some places you need 20 years plus a lot of money. Like America, you need 20 years plus you gotta have a decent living going on, like a decent earning going on. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? It's a joke, man. Nobody gets a citizenship in 3 years in a country. It's a total joke. So anyways, I wanted to share that idea. Do I have anything else to say on it? Not really. That's pretty self-explanatory. By the way, I'm not bullshit. I literally typed, I thought Thailand, I didn't type it. I thought Vietnam, I didn't type it. And then I went, how about Laos, man? It's so shitty and unknown. It's the shittiest. So I type it in and I get 10 consecutive years. That just tells you about... Anyways, to go on, I'll go on with it. Go on with it. So what else okay, so I could talk about that whole Latin thing. Now, why would it be important? Is it just because it's cool to be Latin? No, absolutely not. For me, I don't really care what's cool, what's not cool. I just like to know, like, the real genuine origins of things. And that's big for me. And I did tell you that, I did tell you how Vlad the Impaler was part of the Pope's secret order of knights to defend Europe against this Turkish invasion, which was basically trying to colonize parts of Europe. And he was by the way, they've made like 2 or 3 historic movies on him, and they've made one movie, I think in 2014 or 2015 on him, which was very kind of like dramatized, with a lot of blood and gore and all that stuff. So, very real guy, by the way. But, again, a lot of people will have said things like, dude, what are you talking about? There's been stories of vampire folklore all over Europe. Yeah, but the oldest folklore that history recognizes as well is Vlad the Impaler. Now, the funny thing is that, and I also find this very funny. I think Vlad was born around like 1430s. Or something like that. Around the 1432, maybe he was born around there. And he had like completed his stuff in like 1465 or so. Or he was at his peak around 1465. We don't know exactly when he died, but around 1465, he was really at his peak. Hernan Cortez was born in the 1480s. And I love how that is. Okay, we got a secret order of knights that will defend Christendom and Europe and parts of Europe. And and as the most successful defender and a historically accurate figure who actually drank blood and impaled people, as he experiences his death, a new man of Latin descent and of the old Latin descent is born somewhere in Spain. I'm guessing somewhere in Spain. And that's what history usually says. Cortez was born in Spain. So Hernan Cortez is born, and he goes to go conquer the Americas, taking, Central America and South America, and till today, that entire area, not just South America as a continent, Central America is separate. I don't know if Central America is split between North and South, but the fact is that Central America and South America are called Latin America. Okay, and he named it New Spain. He named Mexico New Spain, and he declared the new race would be called Latino, and that's exactly what it's called till today. There is a large population of Latinos living in United States of America, which is supposed to be one of the biggest, countries out there when it comes to freedom and American dream and business and money and everything, and entertainment and lifestyle. So that's a big deal. And I like that. And again, people do agree, and this is very mysterious. It's hard for us to know stuff, but we do know. I mean, look, it's hard for me to know something, but when I look at my face, I look at my eyes, I look at my nose, I look at my skin color, which is, by the way, my skin is really white. And then I look at my teeth, I got vampire teeth right here and here. And here you go. And I got hair. Like, look at that color just coming when the light hit it at that angle. Look at that color coming. So I got hair. I got that. I'll leave it there. Why not? Where was it? It was about. So I'll leave it there. So I got a hair. I got that color that you're like, holy shit! Like, it's not blonde, but it's not blonde. But what is it? Because it's not blonde or brown. It's like something that's comparative to blonde, which is very odd. People are looking at that. It's not blonde, but it's so comparative to blonde. That's real Latin hair. They made that Disney movie, Road to El Dorado, which was, about, by the way, Hernan Cortez was in that movie. He was a big, scary guy. And these guys jump on one of the boats and they go there. And the two main characters, one of them is black haired and one of them has the same type of hair. Okay, and they're supposed to be coming from Spain. And he has the same type of hair. It's not blonde, but and that's like a very Latin, that is like in the old days, like there could be no doubt that you were Latin. You know what I mean? Okay, look, Vlad the Impaler was captured and kidnapped as a child and held by the Ottomans and taught by them until they released them back to Romania, right? It doesn't matter where you're from, dude. If you have that is like, and I had that video, which I got a lot of, over 1,000 views on. If you have that hair color, that is as proof of Latin as you can get. The old Latins, this is like millions of stories and whether real or fictitious, paintings and portraits. The oldest pictures we can get of and paintings we get of real Latin people, that's the color, because Latin people typically are not blonde. You may have a parent that may be Nordic or has that blonde gene, but old Latin people were not blonde or blue-eyed at all. Or, you know what I mean? They weren't even green-eyed. Old Latin people, they were all different, but that was one of the traits of the old Latin. Like, that is a physical trait. You could be a baby and end up anywhere on this planet. But when that's your hair color, that is known as one of the, that is the oldest trait of Latin. That we have hair that goes that light, but it's not blonde. Like, it goes that light and the color is that light without being blonde. It's not blonde, it's just really light. You know what I mean? It's almost like blonde. And then they'll call it the lightest shade of auburn, or they call it light gold, or a shade of gold. Sometimes they call it a shade of gold and things like that. So, that is like more proof than anything. That is 100% old historic Latin trait, of the Latin race. So you can have that and that you're Latin. And I love that. I love having those traits. But other than that, there's a lot of mystery. And we don't know a lot of stuff, but check it out. There's a lot of mystery. Now, I talked about this. How about Romania, right? It is agreed that the Latin language started, and that it was the language of the Roman Empire. And the Roman Empire spread all over Europe, right? Like all around Europe, the Roman Empire spread, right? And their language was Latin. And check this out. Today, what is the place where Vlad was from, Transylvania, the home of the vampire folklore? What is that country called? Romania. Romania. Okay, Italy isn't even called Rome. Yeah, I know they got the city called Rome, but Italy is not even called Rome today. Italy is called Italy. Romania is actually called, like, with Roman in the name. I mean, how much more Latin can you get? Like, if you're talking about original Latin people and the Latin origins, I mean, people call their countries anything. You know, oh, England, Scotland, Ireland, we're Irish, Scottish or whatever. You know, they have all that shit going on. You know, you got countries with all kinds of funny names. USA, United States of America. You know what I mean? Canada. What the hell is Canada supposed? I don't get that. You know what I mean? And you got countries with a lot of funny names and things. Dude, that country today has Roman in the official name of the country. Romania. Which is Latin. Okay, so that's 100% Latin, and for it to be the home of the last, you know, the home of vampire folklore and Vlad Dracula. Look at this. Not only is there proof of the two vampire teeth. By the way, check if they're fake. Look at it. Check if it's fake. No, it's not fake. It's not fake at all. And guess what? It actually fits into the bottom. Look. It actually, like, it's shaped in a way for the tooth to perfectly fit in teeth that are not even perfectly aligned or shaped. Do you see how remarkable that is? And to have that Latin hair. Look, I can't catch the color now, but it depends on the light. That's how you know I didn't color my hair. That, again, first of all, I got the lightest shade. That original Latin, like, we're talking thousands and thousands of years ago, there's stories of Latin people with that hair. But look at it. It's black. It's black. But what about when the light hits it? You know? Well, anyways, I have a video just above the, just after the Latin hair race or Latin race hair video, which got over 1,000 views. But I have a video above that, which is called 3X Proof. And I show you, standing in the sunlight, my hair goes black here. And when I put it up, it's colored. And I put it here, it's black. I put it here, it's colored. That is proof that it is not highlighted or colored, because it's the sun that brings out the color in the hair. There's a lot of phonies out there. There's a lot of people pretending to have, you know, there's people who were, and I've seen this. I've seen people from India and all the Indian countries, and they will literally wear blue contact lenses. Literally, I've seen it. Blue contact lenses and all different types of contact lenses. And I've seen them wear it. Another thing is, you know, the truth is that there's no colored hair outside of Europe, but you will see that, you know, men and women, especially women from the Orient, from Africa, from the India, from all these different places that don't have genetically colored hair. What do? They color their hair all the time. They might color it with streaks. They'll do blonde for a month. The next month they'll go brown, then they'll go brownish reddish, then they'll go this and that. You'll see it happen all the time. These people are always coloring their hair when that's not their hair color. And they will wear contact lenses, man. You know, and think it's cool. And I'm like, dude, that looks weird as fuck, man. Be who you are, man. Stop trying to, you know what I mean? But you could see that. It was black, and in the sunlight, I showed you all the colors. Dude, this is 100%. Look at it from any lens, man. You know, look at it from any lens. Use any lens. That is the genuine, like, this is the way I genuinely look. You know what I mean? This is my real hair color. It's my real face. You know what I mean? So there's just nothing more proof than that. I titled it 3X Proof, by the way. And you see it. There's no more proof than that. You got that color of hair, man. It's 100% Latin rooted. Nordic people don't have that kind of hair. They have blonde. Their hair doesn't even go that color. That color is so strong, such a strong proof of the Latin. And the teeth is a proof of that. And we know that's called Romania today. Okay, Romania, Roman in the goddamn name of the title with the official last secret order of Knight of the Pope officially. Yeah, I can go on and on, but we got such strong facts in a world of mystery, and that's what I like.